Hello everyone, and thank you very much for watching my video today. Welcome to my channel. My name is Chris. Today we are doing a video all about the Arc'teryx Solano Hoody. So I have a ton of videos here on this channel. We look at all different kinds of base layers, jackets, pants, boots, backpacks, and even sunglasses. And there's a ton of videos here that I have all broken down to different categories if you go into the playlist section here. So that'll help you navigate, find your way around a little bit easier. Hopefully you can find a video that can help you out and answer some questions. Yeah, tons of good stuff here. I even have a website called Me and My Jackets where we dive into all different types of outdoor activities like hiking, trekking, climbing, skiing, snowboarding, camping, fishing, sailing, trail running, mountain biking, all that fun stuff, and what to wear when you're out there doing all that stuff. And you know, it all ties into all my videos here as well. So lots of cool stuff for you. So today's video is also kind of special because we have a big fan of my channel here, whose name is Sven, who's celebrating his 30th birthday today. So we'd like to dedicate this video to him. And thank you very much for all your support, for watching all my videos. It's very much appreciated. So I hope you enjoy the video today and have a great birthday. Today's video, like I said, we're looking at the Arc'teryx Solano Hoody. So let's get into this. I'm going to tell you all about it and, you know, hopefully give you some good information. So this is a interesting piece. It's a soft shell that's windproof. All right, that's the bottom line. It's a Gore-Tex windstopper fabric, which I believe is also called the Infinium. It's Gore-Tex windstopper. Very nice at blocking that cold wind. Now it also has a DWR coating on here, which helps to repel some light rain, and it has an EPE membrane. However, from what I have learned from I had an older version of this jacket, which I want to talk about and compare as well, to this one, is that the Gore-Tex windstopper fabric, the Infinium fabric, is really not as waterproof as a standard Gore-Tex hard shell. Okay, it will repel some light rain, it will help protect you, but it is really meant for cold, windy conditions, to block that cold wind, and that's what it really excels at. All right, so again, with the DWR coating, it's a PFC-free DWR coating. It will help to repel some light rain, but it's really going to be more effective at the cold wind. This is a really interesting piece. This is the revised edition for 2025. As I said, I had an older version from a few years ago, which I really liked, and I'll get into all that, but this is the revised one. This definitely has some different features on it than the older one did. So yeah, I'll get into that comparison more in a minute. But let's just talk about what this one has, all right? So this has a really nice hood. It has a nice zipper up here, one single adjustment on the back. It also has a really nice, like, reinforced little brim here in the front to help keep the rain from falling out of your face. So it extends out nicely. It keeps it shaped nicely. And just is, you know, a great little hood. Now, this is not a helmet compatible hood. This is not a big, huge hood. So just to throw this hood on, if you're wearing a baseball cap, perhaps a beanie, something underneath it, it will be great. But with a helmet, I can show you, with a helmet, it's going to get rather tight. This is my Black Diamond half dome helmet. And let me just throw this hood on to show you what happens. All right. So we zip it up. Yeah, it's really tight here under my chin. It's pulling down on the helmet. It's really not a helmet compatible hood. Okay. So do not try that at home. Again, just a baseball cap, a beanie, something like that. On, no problem under this hood. It does give you some room, but certainly not enough for a helmet. These sleeves here are a nice length. Okay, it's Arc'teryx, all right? They're designed for all kinds of mountain activities, hiking, climbing, skiing, snowboarding, all that. Very nice when it comes to movement, right? They have an articulated cut in the arms and the body. Everything is designed for movement. So very nice here. The sleeves are nice and long. Again, if you're reaching out, if you're climbing and you're reaching, the sleeve isn't going to pull up your arm, right? Very nice cut. The sleeve here is pretty basic. It just has a little elastic strip here under the bottom half of the cuff. And on the top half, it just simply is the fabric that kind of curves out over your wrist a little bit more. Just short and simple, but it's a nice, effective little sleeve. It has two nice pockets here on the side. Nice, big, definitely nice sized pockets, very comfortable. And inside the jacket, we have a chest pocket up here. Just a nice pocket. It is rather deep. It is a nice sized pocket. What's kind of funny sometimes with these pockets is kind of deceiving is the zippers aren't always as big, but the pocket inside is very roomy. So just keep that in mind. If you're looking to stuff something big in there, the zippers, not that this one is small, but some of them get a little small. The zippers inside the pockets are not always designed for carrying, big things unless you have dump pockets. But it's just a nice little pocket if you want to throw, your wallet in, your keys, some cash, a credit card. Perhaps a small phone can fit in here, but some of the larger big phones might be a little bit tight. But yeah, a pocket in here. So the other interesting thing here with this jacket is that it features two different types of fabric. It offers breathability, a lighter fabric from under the arm. It starts over here and it runs down under the armpit and down to the side here. Okay, so up from here down to here. It's a more breathable fabric under the armpit for extra ventilation. Okay. Now, what's kind of interesting about that is that it's not the wind stopper, right? It's not the Gore-Tex wind stopper fabric. So while it offers a little bit of extra ventilation, which is great for breathability, you might feel a little bit of a cold chill through there, more so than the rest of the jacket. Not bad. Again, it's a protected, if your arms are down, right, it's kind of protected. It's not going to be as bad. But if you're up and reaching and a cold wind is blowing, you might feel a little more of a chill through that part of the jacket. Otherwise, I have to say, I did wear this jacket outside one night. It was actually like in the temperatures, not cold, but it was in the 50s and it was a little windy, a little breezy. So, it felt chilly. And this jacket with just a t-shirt really did a nice job in blocking that wind. So it kind of, not that there was a lot of warmth in the jacket, but you didn't feel that cold, wind through it. My arms were comfortable, my chest, my back, my bodies were pretty comfortable. I just felt a little bit of a coolness, under the sides here. All right. But again, if you're doing some high output activities and you're generating heat, the breathability is going to be really great. And if you wear a, insulation layer underneath it, you're good to go. All right. So it's definitely really designed for, more high output, high alpine conditions like hiking, cold, windy conditions. This is a great piece. It also offers here on the inside pull cord adjustment here on the bottom hem, so it can be pulled nice and tight. All right, so that's basically a rundown on this jacket. I'm going to weigh this jacket here. I have a little scale over here. I'm going to weigh it for you and tell you the weight of it. Now, I am 6'2", 215 pounds. This is a size extra large, and it really fits me great. It has a regular cut to it, a regular fit. So some jackets have more of a trim fit, right? Or they call it fitted or a trim fit. This is a regular fit. So this is going to give you a little more space inside the body of the jacket if you want to wear layers underneath it. but at the same time, it's not massive. It's not huge, right? I just have a light shirt on underneath it, and the jacket really fits nice. It fits me very well. Again, I like the movement, the mobility in these pieces. You know, again, Arc'teryx does a lot of great stuff with articulated cuts so that you can move freely without the jacket pulling and tugging and, you know, getting tight around your back when you go forward. It's not tight under the arms or the back or the chest. Really fits nicely. Okay, so I do have a covert cardigan here from Arc'teryx, just a nice heavier fleece jacket that I want to put on for you underneath it, just to show you that. And then I'm going to weigh the jacket for you, and then we're going to talk about the differences between this newer version and the older version. Okay, covert cardigan is a really nice warm fleece, and it's a little bit on the heavier weight when it comes to fleece jackets. So I chose that to put underneath this just to show you there's plenty of room underneath these Solano. So even if you want to wear a lighter jacket like an Atom or a Proton underneath this, it absolutely, you know, will fit with no problem. Okay, so here you go. Right, you can see absolutely no problem. Still, even in the movement, I have plenty of movement in it, either with a layer on underneath. Okay, so really cool. All right, let me grab my little scale here. All right, and we're going to weigh this. So as I said, this is a size extra large, but we'll give you an idea of what we're looking at here. This is a pretty lightweight jacket. This is going to be really nice too if you just want to fold it up and pack it up in a backpack. Absolutely a really nice lightweight piece. All right, so we have size extra large, 430 grams. So yeah, very good. But I'll tell you, this fabric on here too, this Gore-Tex Infinium or Windstopper fabric, is actually a really nice, like silky, like luxurious look to it. It really has a nice sheen to the fabric that looks really nice. I'm just going to try to weigh this again. 430 grams. Perfect. Okay. All right, so now the older version. I had an older version of this. It's probably about at least 3, maybe 4 years old. And I didn't have the hooded one. I just had the jacket without the hood. And I really liked it. Now, the main difference was the lining on the inside. This version here, the newer version, has what they call a woven stretch lining. So it's a fabric inside that's actually very breathable and very stretchy. All right, it has a really nice soft feel to it, kind of a little almost spandexy, right? Just a very soft, satiny, silky, stretchy feel. Really, really nice. And this lining is throughout the entire jacket, throughout the sleeves, the hood, the body, everything. On the older version, I really liked it better. Just a personal thing, just my personal preference. It actually had a soft, like velvety, like fleece, almost flannel kind of lining on the inside body of the jacket. It wasn't through the sleeves, and I honestly can't tell you if it was in the hood or not, because my jacket, I didn't have the hooded version. But it was really nice and soft and comfortable on the inside and added some nice warmth to it. So for me, that version was nice because of that fleece lining, that I didn't have to wear another fleece underneath it. It kind of gave me that little bit of extra warmth that I would like, in cooler weather. So that was nice. This one does not have that, all right? This has a different lining inside of it. But this lining is going to be more breathable, all right? So they're kind of going in a little bit different direction with this. Still the same great Gore-Tex windstopper fabric on the outside, both of them had. Just the other one had a lining in the inside that was more of a fleece that was a little bit warmer to me. I actually sent that jacket back to Arc'teryx. I sent that to their re-gear promotion. I got, money back for it, and I bought another piece. I like the jacket a lot, but I always said I should have got it with a hood. So last fall, I sent it back to Arc'teryx in their re-gear. I got a credit on it, and I figured at some point I wanted to buy the hooded version. So now they revised it, and it doesn't have the fleece inside that I really liked in the other one. So, I mean, no big deal. Yeah, it is a little bit different. That is the main difference between the older version and the newer version. All right. So, yeah, there you have it. Let me throw this back on again. This is really nice, though. This has been a great jacket. They also made a hard shell called the Caden a year or two ago they had out, which was also that, windstopper Gore-Tex Infinium fabric on the outside, just a nice soft shell, but that one did not have a lining inside of it like this one does. It has been a really popular piece for Arc'teryx for several years now. This has been out. And really, I mean, this is really one of the nicest pieces that Arc'teryx makes. Just again, keep in mind, it's not a hard shell. It's not going to be a waterproof, rainproof as much as the other hard shells are. But it's going to be a great windproof jacket, for those cold, windy conditions. Perhaps a little light rain, a little snow drift, stuff like that, no problem. But if you're out in the soaking rain, a hard shell, a Gore-Tex hard shell is going to be a better bet for you. The alphas, the betas. This is a great all around, but it's really nice and packable. And it's also a little bit quieter. The material's a little softer and quieter than a Gore-Tex hard shell is as well. All right. So yeah, there you go. This should give you a nice little rundown on what the Solano hoodie is all about. And again, it is also available in a non-hooded version. So either way, whatever is best for your needs, you have a couple options. So thank you very much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, I'd like to wish a happy birthday to Sven. And thank you very much for all your support and for watching my videos here. And yeah, thank you all for watching. Please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I have a Buy Me a Coffee page if you'd like to support me in that way. I certainly absolutely appreciate any support there. I offer some cool things on my Buy Me a Coffee page, and it also just helps to help me purchase other things for you so I can do more and more videos. So thank you very much for watching. Have a great day. Happy birthday, Sven. We'll see you back soon. Take care. Bye.